Alright, so today we're taking a look at Aliens Dark Descent. Now, we have been getting some pretty decent Alien games lately. Dark Descent is actually a pretty solid game, although it is kind of a little bit weighed down by the lower budget. You will feel that throughout the game, but it overall, it is actually a very decent strategy squad-based RTS game, very much like XCOM. So before I go further into my impression about the game, let's take a look at the ultra wide. Now the game does support ultra wide resolution. However, you will be getting black bars during the pre-rendered cutscenes, left side, right side, and the top and bottom because they're going for that cinematic look. However, the in-game engine cutscenes, you will also be getting black bars, but just on the left and right. There are some occasion of in-game cutscenes that is in 21:9, but that is kind of pretty few in between. And like I mentioned, the game does feel pretty budget, so the menus and UI look pretty simplistic. The audio is very plain, and that's one of the drawbacks, really. They try to go for that alien sound, but the audio quality is not up to par. It does sound a little bit muted in certain places, especially the Marines rifle sound.
Decontamination process engaged. Processing. Processing. Decontamination complete.
I think we're spotted! Light them up!
Check your vitals.
You like that, huh?
Everything else sounds very below average. Like I mentioned, that kind of drags down the overall experience because the actual core of gameplay is very fun the more you play it. The voiceover is pretty average as well. There are some occasions where it's pretty laughable. It kind of pulls you out of that universe that they're trying to create, which if you look at it, actually it does look pretty nice. It does draw you in with visually, but once you see it in motion and you hear it, it does kind of draw you out a little bit, but not to the point where you don't enjoy the game. It's not a terrible game, but like I said, it is a pretty decent alien game. And the asking price of $40 is pretty fair as well. But if you're still on the fence about it, I do highly recommend waiting for a sale if you don't want to pay the full price. Because I found myself enjoying the game more on my handheld. Most recent, the Asus Ally. It just feels more fun, more enjoyable on that type of system than sitting at the desk on my PC. As for performance-wise, the game does hiccup here and there, but it's not too bad. You notice it when the game brings you in from the top-down view, closer when there's a cutscenes or some sort of transition. You'll see a bit of a hiccup here and there, but it's not that terrible. Yeah, overall performance-wise is okay. Alright guys, so overall, Dark Descent is a pretty decent alien game, and the more you play it, the more you will find that it becomes even more enjoyable. I would say the first 30 or 45 minutes before you take control of the Marines is a bit boring, and a lot of people might give up on the game before they even take control of the Marines, because that's when the game really shine, is when you take control of the Marines and you start issuing commands as a squad, because this game is every command that you issue is squad based, so there's no individual assignment or anything like that. So everything that you do is in a squad. You move as a squad, you suppress fire as a squad. So it is actually a really fun aspect about the game, and it's pretty unique in that way, and I think it works really well in an alien game. Alright, so that does it for me in this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care for now. Bye.